Hey, I want to talk to you today about a method that we use to help prevent collections coming back. Or more times than not, what actually happens is one collection agency owns the debt and they turn around and sell it to another one, or it goes away for a while and then all of a sudden it pops up out of nowhere, right? Well, there is a very important thing you must do that will help prevent this. Now, I'm not going to say eliminate, but it's greatly going to reduce the likelihood of this debt being sold off. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Dennis Hubbard with Credit Firm Inc., and we specialize and work with the lender scores, specifically the lender scores, the 2, 4, and 5 FICO. Now, you might be saying, well, I pull FICO. It's the real scores. No, it's not. It's a FICO 8, maybe a 9 or 10. 2, 4, and 5 FICO Classic is what the 90% of the lenders use. This algorithm is 21 years old. The information that you Google, the information that you YouTube, except for this information right here, is based on monitoring scores, and that could be completely wrong information. Watch the videos. Be sure and subscribe. You're going to get content here that has worked for thousands of our clients. We do this for a living. We do this as a profession. We've been doing it since 2009. We are responsible for thousands of people living in new homes that would not qualify before they came into this program. So here we go. Okay, so one of the first things you should do to help prevent old collections in your past from popping back up on your credit. And again, it's not so much that it was off and now it's back on. Most likely, matter of fact, 95% of the time, it was sold to a new collection agency, right? So how do we prevent this? Why did it happen? Is it a coincidence? Most of the time, it's not. Most of the time, it's due to something you've done. Maybe you just recently paid off a collection. Well, this is going to trigger the algorithm and trigger these debt brokers to say, hey, look, this guy just paid off a debt. I'll bet he'll pay us off. Maybe you applied for a home. This guy's trying to buy a house. I bet he'll pay this debt now. So what do we do to prevent this from happening? What do we do to keep from being monitored by these debt brokers? Option out. I've included in the link where you can option yourself out. It's good for 5 years. You were born optioned in, by the way, and I can do a whole subject on this, but simply option out. If you mail the letter, you'll be optioned out forever. So I would do both, right? But what does this mean? So the soft checks, when the credit bureaus say, hey, these are soft inquiries. These are for promotionals and guaranteed loans and unicorns and rainbows, right? Well, what they don't tell you is that debt collectors are watching you. They're monitoring you. Debt brokers, this is a big industry with selling debt. Keep this in mind. These guys, there's just tens and thousands and millions of different outstanding collections out there, right? Well, which ones do you collect? Which ones do these collection agencies put their energy to? Well, the ones that are most likely to pay. So in these algorithms, in this information that is being sold through because you're optioned in, this information is being sold, it is putting you up the scale. Up the scale as a person likely to pay off a debt. And there's different things that trigger that. Your credit recovering will trigger that. Again, applying for a home, paying off an old collection. These are things that will trigger other debt collectors to buy up that debt, and then boom, here they come, brand new onto your credit. Or they're sending you a dunning notice, which we'll talk about on another video. So be sure and option out. You don't have to understand all the details. Just trust me on this. We do it with every one of our clients. One of the first things we do, and this will save some heartache as you're recovering from some of the storms in life. Hope that blesses you. Talk to you on the next one.